all of them a part of the successful Lincoln Whaler program. So at this time, I'd like to direct your attention to the south end of the court. I'll introduce to you now, first of all, the senior members of the pep band and their parents. First of all, we have Devin Biggs and parents Danita and Terry Biggs. Brock Blease and mother Lori Sharon Blease. Marissa Booth and parents Jennifer and Tom Sawicki. Molly Butel and parent Linda Butel. Megan Coleman and parents Rhonda Coleman and Damian Marman. Jade Dean and parents Jenny and Danny Dean. Chelsea George and parents Melanie Riggs and Clayton George. Jacqueline Kisier and parents Carrie Wilbert and David Wilbert. Jordan Kunkel and parents Pam and Bill Kunkel. Shelby Lesson and parents Sarah and Dale Lesson. Sam Opperman and parents Stephanie and David Opperman. Wyatt Phillips and parents Brenda Danowski and David Phillips. Sarah Shane and parents Michelle and Doug Shane. Grace Sheely and parents Pam and Doug Sheely. And Jenna Williams and parents Tammy and Alan Williams. Senior members of the band and their parents. Moving on to the Palm Squad this year, we have but one senior. Her name is Amber Siddons and parent Nancy Siddons. Moving on to the cheer squad this year, we've got three seniors there. First of all, we have Alexandra Costello and parents Denise and Frank Costello. Alyssa Morris and parents Donna and Mark Morris. And Caitlin Nelson and parents Kenda and Jake Kipner. And last but certainly not least, senior members of the basketball team this year, we have one senior player, Will Podbelsic, and parents Ann and Dan Podbelsic. And senior manager, Steven Coos, and parents Marissa and Greg Coos. One more time, how about a big round of applause for all of these seniors, the band members, the prom, kids, the basketball players, the managers, and their parents. A job well done, parents. We thank you for your time. Students, we thank you for all your time and for your efforts. Well done.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to this broadcast of Lincoln Rather Basketball. It's the Lincoln Rail Splitters and the Moline Maroons. Good evening, I'm Scott Kirby along with Chris Coyne, bringing you all tonight's action. The Lincoln Rail Splitters victorious last night against SHG. Their overall record coming in tonight's contest, 24-4, 13-2 in the Central State 8. The Moline Maroons coming in tonight, their record, just looked at it, now I lost it. 17-11 overall, 4-5 in their conference. They played a close game last night against Rock Island, lost in overtime, 57-46. So we'll see how fresh their legs are tonight.
Yeah, well, they're big. They have two kids 6'6", one kid 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", and we think they play zone defense. So that'll be something different for us to go up against. But, you know, that's a good thing for us to see different types of defenses going into the postseason. You got to be ready for everything. You got to be prepared. And, you know, we're just so fundamentally sound, and we just got to continue to box out. We've been doing a really good job, I think, the last 4 or 5 games, especially in rebounding. And so tonight that's going to be at a premium because they're huge.
Well, Moline off to a slow start, but playing pretty strong as of late. They're 9-3 since the first of the year. Big wins over Quincy on February 8th, 54-51, and then they beat Galesburg by 1 point back in January, end of January. So this is a different Moline team than we're used to seeing. I know we've played them for about 6 or 7 years now, and you know, I think we've won every contest. But these are a big team. I don't know how physical they are. And Lincoln's got to come out tonight from the get-go. They had a rough one last night. End up winning pretty big last night, but still a physical game.
Well, it'll be a test, and that's what we want at the end of the year. We want to play good teams. So we'll see what happens.
Let's take a commercial timeout for the playing of our Star Spangled Banner. So stay tuned. This is Lincoln Rather Basketball on CITV 5.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lincoln Community High School and Roy Anderson Gymnasium with tonight's non-conference game between the Maroons of Moline High School and your Rail Splitters of Lincoln Community High School. Here are tonight's starting lineup. First, the visiting Maroons of Moline. Number 3, a 6-foot-tall senior, Drew Mullins. Number 10, a 5'10" sophomore, Tyler Biscontine. Number 20, a 6-foot-tall senior, Jen Wood. Number 34, a 6'6" junior, Brandon Weiss. And number 44, a 6'4" senior, Derek Stabler. The rest of the Maroons and our head coach, Mr. Chet Schimmel. Put me in one more time. Let's do it.
Here's some winter tips from Sharon's Auto Repair to help you prepare for the changes in the weather that can surprise any of us. Make sure to have your wipers replaced to help keep your windows clean, and use your defroster with fresh air from the outside of the car to help prevent your windows from fogging up. Also be sure to keep your tires properly inflated to help with traction and control on those ice-covered roads. Give Sharon's Auto Repair a call at 735-2222 for your winter checkup maintenance, and we'll keep your vehicle in good running condition and your family safe for these winter months ahead and ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us.
Not only have hairstyles and fashion changed over the past 30 years, but so has life. You may have reached your golden years, and you are retired and just enjoying your grandchildren, or maybe you just started your own family. Either way, your insurance needs have changed. You can't afford to just sleep through the changes. You need to protect your family from life's unknown. At Country Financial, we have the strength to keep everything balanced, so there are no surprises. So when you're looking for some help out there, look for me, Joe Ryan, located downtown on the square. I can help.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SEFCU Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SEFCU and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SEFCU Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at SEFCU.com. Isn't it time you switched?
When life gives you lemons, don't just settle for lemonade. Call Grimaldi Law Office. DUI and criminal defense.
Fricke Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Mount Pulaski have been proudly serving the surrounding communities for over 90 years. Contact Fricke Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes to assist you in your time of need for both large gatherings or small intimate settings to visit, remember, and relax.
Here we are back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby along with Chris Coyne getting ready for the tip-off for the last home regular season of this 2012-2013 season. Normal starters for the Railers out on the court. Gavin Block set to tip it up in center court. Opening tip goes to Moline.
Well, this is going to be a test for us tonight. They're big. They got a couple kids 6'6", 6'4", got 6'7", 6'6" on the bench that don't even start. So we got to keep our hands up, elbows out tonight, and box out.
Big guy tries to get down low on Bowlby. Bowlby stuffs him, but it's out of bounds. Going to stay with Moline.
All right, Bowlby and Block, they got to play tough like they did last night underneath and stay out of foul trouble because we're going to need them.
On the court for the Railers, number 42, Edward Bowlby. There's a three in the corner off the rim, no good. Bowlby comes down with it, gives it to Cook. Cook pushes right.
Good start by Bowlby.
On the floor for the Railers, the lone senior, number 1, Will Pobelsic. It is senior night. He was recognized earlier. Max Cook, Tyler Horsham, Gavin Block.
They're playing this man-to-man now. We think they play some zone, too, so we'll see if they switch up.
Game just underway. No score. Just a minute's gone by. Bowlby takes a three from the wing, and it's good.
Good kick out by Block.
Bowlby did the same thing last night, I do believe, to get things started. Hit a three or two to get the ball rolling for Lincoln. They take an early 3-0 lead over the Moline Maroons.
Well, he's one of our best shooters from the field. He shoots about 54%.
Big guy, number 34, Weiss, backs down Bowlby, turns around, shoots, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line for one.
Well, now he got his foul now for the first quarter, so we need him to not get another one in the first quarter. He's going to have to sit down. We got Conrad, he's 6'6", sophomore, comes off the bench a lot of times to take Block and Bowlby's place underneath. So
Weiss makes his free throw to tie the score up, 3-3. 6.5 minutes to go in this first period of play. Horsham with it up top. Up to Cook. Get it down low to Horsham. Kick it out to Bowlby in the corner for a 3. Got it.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Edward Bowlby for another 3.
He's got a great looking shot. Good form, arch, everything. Rotation. Got his feet planted.
Moline gets it across. Biscantine over to Owens. Down the corner to Stabler.
You got to keep an eye on 34 there in the middle, 6'6".
They get it down low to Stabler, and he blaze it up and good.
Yeah, Horsham a little late on that rotation down. When the ball's out on one side, you got to rotate down if you're the wing on top.
There's a jumper by the senior, Will Podbelsic, and it's good.
Boy, it'd be nice to see Pod have a big game tonight for his last home game.
Well, we gave him the green light on our sports show last Tuesday. He gets the ball, he's supposed to start chucking.
Well, he's been shooting well the last, probably last month. You know, he's shot well from the field.
There's a 3 on the way by Biscantine, and it's good.
Well, torrid start so far. Everybody's making the shots.
All knotted up at 8. 5 minutes to go in the first. Lincoln with the ball. Block backs out. Gives it to Horsham in the corner for a 3. Or thought about a 3. Didn't take it. They swing it around. Now he'll take one in the corner. Off the iron. No good. Off the top of the backboard. Out of bounds. It's going to go to Moline.
Yeah, Horsham's got to be quick with that shot because he had a defender almost blocked it. Like to see him take a step and dribble closer and take a little jump shot a little bit closer.
Owens gets it across. Gets it over to Biscantine. Back up top to Wood. There's a look like a pass. Horsham knocks it out of there.
Yep, good defense there.
Block pushes right. Gets it to Cook up top. Eddie wants to take another 3. Gets it to Cook. Nothing there. Block spins. Hands off to Pod. He takes a 3, and it's good.
Holy moly. We're hot tonight.
Yes, sir. Will Podbelsic for a 3. He's got 5 on the evening. Just a little bit over 4 minutes to go in this first period. Lincoln up by 3.
Well, they're going to be looking underneath. They tried to allow it last time, so got to be prepared because they're a lot bigger than we are.
They get it inside. They kick it out to the corner to Woods. He takes a 3, no good. And Eddie comes out of there with
Horsham blocked out 44 Stabler really nicely that time.
There's another 3 on the way. Max Cook getting involved, or was that Podbelsic?
That was Cook. You know, it's great when they can hit their first shots. Cook hit that one.
Okay, well, they credited Pod for it, and so it kind of confused me there.
Changed it.
There we go.
Yep.
Max Cook getting in on the action tonight. He's got his first points.
Just don't want him to fall in love with it, though, you know.
Tipped out of there. Block comes away with it. He pushes right. Passes out to Horsham, who fires up at 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Tipped out of there. Moline controls.
Well, you know, Block, I'd like to see him take that shot. You know, pull up and shoot it. He had some rebounders coming in his way for there.
Owens kicks it down low to Stabler. He little jumper, no good. Gets his own rebound, lays it back up, no good. Block tips it out. Got a tussle on the floor between Pod and their big guy Stabler. Going to be a jump ball. Going to go to Moline.
Oh, Pod, he's not afraid to get his nose in there.
Or they call a timeout. Was it the timeout before the jump ball?
Timeout Railers.
I think Railers tried to call a timeout when we had possession. Well, you know, good start. Probably won't continue this shooting percentage too long, hopefully for both teams, but they're looking inside, so we need to be very conscious of that and play good defense, keep our hands up. And when the shot goes up, you got to look for a maroon jersey to block out because they're long and they're big, and we're going to have our work cut out for us tonight trying to rebound.
We're shooting 80% from the three-point line. We keep that up. That's a well, no, it just dropped to 66%.
I was going to say they're doing just about as well.
We're shooting 66%. The last miss there kind of dropped it down about 24 points or so.
When you set the
14
tone,
points.
when you set the tone like that, now they're going to be looking for it. Then we can drive to the basket. Keep them honest.
So Lincoln gets a timeout call before the jump ball, so they'll take possession with 2:50 to go in this first. Cook with it over to Pod. Pod launches up a three off the rim, rolls around, no good. Rebound, Moline.
Well, we were due to miss one.
Biscontine with it. He's guarded by Joey Olden, who just checked into the ball game for Horsham. Stabler pops out over to Biscontine. They get in the corner. Now they get it down low to the big guy. He lays it up, a little reverse. Good. That's Vice.
Now we need help from the other side to help stop that.
He's leading Moline in scoring with 5 points, 14-10, 2:15 to go in the first. Cook hounded by Owens. He spins left, goes right. Now he spins right, goes to the basket, pulls up for a jumper, a little off motion, gets his own rebound, lays it up, no good.
Good try.
And the rebound comes down to Wood.
Good try. He stuck with it. A bit of a forced shot, though. Well, this team's a lot better than we've seen in the last probably 6 years,
I
Scott.
agree.
Usually they're not very good.
Well, we went up there last year, only won by 4. Oh, Cook tipped it away, but Owens comes up with it, fires a three, no good. And they're going to get blocked with a hold.
Well, they got tangled up and got their arms tangled up. And he's battling, though. That's what we want. Joey Oldham's in the game now. Give us a spark out in front. He's a good defender. Plays good defense on the point, on the zone defense.
Brian Brinker, number 22, checks in for Moline. He's big too. Well, he's only 6'2". He looks bigger than 6'2".
Yeah, he looks like about 6'3" or 4.
It's Moline with the ball, down by 4, minute 15 to go in the first period. Owens with it, guarded by Olden. They get across to Wood. Wood fires up a three, got it.
Oh, they can shoot. We're going to have to play some defense because we don't normally give up this many points.
No, we don't.
So that'll be something Coach will be talking about. You can guarantee that at the end of the first period.
1 minute to go in this first period of play. It's Lincoln 14, Moline 13. Pod has it on the wing. Up top to Bobby. Bobby drives, kicks it back to Pod to Cook for a three up top. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Moline's Brinker.
Yeah, they're giving us these shots, knowing that we probably won't stay this hot.
Biscontine guarded by Pod. They get down the corner to Stabler. They swing it around. And Owens is going to be called for a travel, and he doesn't understand why. Must have slid his foot. Still don't know. He's a little confused. Traveling call. Lincoln will take possession with 22 seconds to go in the first. Block has it up top. Gets it to Cook, who comes around. Guarded by Owens. Hands off to Olden. Does a little Globetrotters move there. Curling Slid on his knees, kept his dribble, and the Moline's going to be called for a foul.
Well, 9 seconds, plenty of time to run a play. They got to run it, execute a play now. Look for somebody going to the basket on a pick.
Pod to inbound. Gets it to block. Down to 5. Cook has it up top to Bobby with 4.
Gotta go.
Block on the elbow, down to 1. He turns, shoots, airballs it. Moline grabs it, and that's going to end the first with the Railers 14, Moline 13.
Well, Coach, I'm sure he's going to talk to them right now about closing out quicker on the shooters because they can shoot from the outside. But, they got big guys on the inside, too, so we're going to have to watch everywhere tonight.
All right, we'll take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back, so stay tuned. This is Lincoln Raider Basketball on CI TV5.
Here's some winter tips from Sharon's Auto Repair to help you prepare for the changes in the weather that can surprise any of us. Make sure to have your wipers replaced to help keep your windows clean and use your defroster with fresh air from the outside of the car to help prevent your windows from fogging up. Also be sure to keep your tires properly inflated to help with traction and control on those ice-covered roads. Give Sharon's Auto Repair a call at 735-2222 for your winter checkup maintenance, and we'll keep your vehicle in good running condition and your family safe for these winter months ahead and ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us.
My husband, Hank, never took life too seriously till our son was born. That day, he bought life insurance. There's no way I could send our boy to college without it. If there was one thing I could say to Hank, it'd be thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hank.
Life insurance you can use while you're still living.
You are one lucky lady.
Mm-hmm.
Call me, your State Farm agent, Chris Coyne, in Lincoln and Atlanta for all your life insurance needs.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SUFQ Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SUFQ and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SEFCU Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at SEFCU.com. Isn't it time you switched?
When life gives you lemons, don't just settle for lemonade. Call Grimaldi Law Office. DUI and criminal defense.
Frontier Mutual Insurance Company, conveniently located in Lincoln, Illinois, and proudly protecting Illinois farmers and their property for over 125 years. Visit frontiermutual.com and learn about our friendly farm and home insurance protection, or to locate an agent near you. Fricke Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Mount Pulaski have been proudly serving the surrounding communities for over 90 years. Contact Fricke Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes to assist you in your time of need for both large gatherings or small intimate settings to visit, remember, and relax.
This is Mayor Keith Snyder. I'd appreciate your vote on Tuesday, February 26th in the city primary. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Lincoln Christian Church. Thank you.
Welcome back to senior night at Lincoln Community High School, Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Chris Coyne bringing you tonight's action. End of one period of play. It's the Rail Splitters 14, Moline Maroons 13.
Well, I'd like to see us try to get some baskets going to the basket more instead of shooting the outside shot so much.
Lincoln with the ball to open up the second period. Austin Cruz is going to check in for Bowlby. Cook is on the bench. Horsham checks in for him. There goes Olden to the rim. Kicks it out to block for a low jumper. No good. Rebound, Biscontine of Moline.
Joey needs to shoot that, you know. When you're 5 feet from the basket, you should be shooting the ball.
Absolutely.
That green weave offense is there to try to get back doors. And
Owens chucks it across the floor. Nobody there. Out of bounds. Turnover to Lincoln.
You know, they're bigger than we are, and they're not as quick. So we ought to be able to get around them and get to the basket.
Second period just underway. Lincoln up by 1 over the Maroons of Moline. Cruz with it up top, gets it to Olden. Olden to Block. Block dribbles right, handles to Pod. Pod drives, kicks it to Olden in the corner for a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Brinker of Moline. Settling on the three right now, Chris.
Yeah, they got to quit doing that.
You know, we came out starting the first period on fire, hitting those, but now we've just kind of, there's a jumper by Brinker, no good, rebound, block. And, you know, when you're not hitting a three, we got to go to the basket and just get in some kind of rhythm.
Well, you know, we have been doing that lately, you know.
And they're playing man-to-man. There's a drive by Pod, and he's going to be hammered by Brinker, who's talking some smack, and they slap a tee on him. So Pod, he'll go to the line for 2, and then we'll get the technical shots.
Well, it was a hard foul. It looked like he's trying to take his head off. It's a good thing he didn't get hurt. Glad to see the refs keeping it under control.
Absolutely. I don't know what Brinker's getting all excited about. He hammered Pod, and that's just going to give us the opportunity to Pod misses the first.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they can talk trash up north, but they're not going to let them down here.
We play clean down here. There's the Pod makes the second one. He'll stay. Well, they're going to have Block shoot the technical fouls. And we'll get the ball.
Yeah, well, this is good. We need to take advantage of it and try to break open a 5 or 6 point lead.
Box free throw on the way. Good.
Those are not easy when you're standing up there by yourself, you know.
Yeah, it's nobody around.
Yeah.
And just a little different perspective on a free throw. Second one up. Off the rim, no good. So we make 2 out of 4. Had a good opportunity to get an easy 4 points right there. Ball's gonna stay with Lincoln. Brinker's gonna have a seat.
Well, we got Bowlby and Cook on the bench, so Cruz and Joey need to step up and make some plays for us.
Lincoln up by 3. They get it across to Olden. Nothing there. They kick it up top to Cruz.
Now here again, Joey could have made a move and shot that ball, so he can't be afraid to shoot.
Block up top, guarded by Stabler. Gets it to Olden. Olden drives right. Hands off to Cruz, to Pod in the corner, who just about fell out of bounds. Lincoln being very patient, trying to figure out this man-to-man coverage. Cruz has it in the corner. There goes a cutting Pod Belsick, and they're going to get Block with a travel.
Well, it looked double dribble, I think.
Dribble.
He saw the cutter flashing and didn't have the ball yet to pass it.
Lincoln up by 3, 5:45 to go in this first half. Joey Olden at the point duties of the 1-2-2 ball press. Moline gets it across. That's Owens over to Biscantine. Back to Owens up top, and they're trying to figure this out too.
Well, they're pretty patient, really. They don't.
There's a 3 on the way by Biscantine. He's going to be fouled by Horsham.
Well, you don't want to foul a 3-point shooter.
No, and that's just a silly foul. Well, Will Pod Belsick, we talked about earlier, it's senior night. He's the lone senior on to this year's squad. Just kind of looking over some of his stats. He's been on the varsity team since his freshman year. Didn't get any playing time his freshman year, but still on the team. That's still a big accomplishment as a freshman. Second free throw's up and good. 2010, 2011, played in 11 games. He made 5 field goals, attempted 18, shooting 27%. We'll say 28% from the field. Made 3 3-pointers, attempted 13. 30% from the 3-point line with 16 points, and that would have been his sophomore year. We'll go over some other stats for Will Pod Belsick as the game goes on here, but he is the lone senior. Horsham pulls up for a 3 up top, rims in and out, halfway down, pops out, no good.
I was just going to say we need this, and halfway down.
Lincoln up by 1, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Biscantine guarded by Olden, gets it over to Owens.
Well, we need to get a steal. See if we can get a layup.
They get the big guy underneath for an easy layup. He misses it completely, and Horsham comes down with the rebound.
Well, he tried to use his left hand. And
air ball to layup, and he's hearing it from the student sections. Bowlby has it in the corner, gets it up top to Olden. They swing it left to right.
They need to keep looking at the basket, Somebody could be cutting.
Cook tries to back down Owens. Nothing there. That gets a cutting Olden. They swing it around, get in the corner to Bowlby in the corner for a 3.
Good pass by Cruz. We worked the ball around well there. Kicked it out by Cook.
Eddie Bowlby for another 3. He's got 9 points, all 3-pointers, and Moline another unforced turnover. And going to go back to Lincoln.
Tell you what, Bowlby's keeping us, ahead in this game. We need Cook to be more aggressive on offense and look for a shot more because we're going to need him tonight.
Well, you know, Cook, he'll be quiet, and then before you know it, boom, he takes over, and you look up, and he has 15 points.
Yep.
Bowlby steps out of the baseline, going to be out of bounds, turnover to Moline.
Well, last night we were talking about Max Cook leaving his feet, driving the lane, had nowhere to go. Defenders guarding their man, so you got to stay on the floor. Give yourself that additional option to continue to dribble.
Moline with the ball down by 4. There's a 3 on the way, and good. That's Wood.
Well, that's hard to defend that.
That's his second three-pointer on the night. Brings them back within 1. Lincoln, they're about that 4-point mark. They just can't get over that hump. Cook brings it up, goes to the basket, and he's going to be hammered by Vice, and Cook will go to the line.
There we go.
For 2.
That's what we need him to do. He needs to look for a shot more. He can get a shot just about any time he wants.
Max Cook to the line for 2.
Here comes Block and Pod Belsick back. So we don't want to give up the lead.
Pod Belsick back in 2011, 2012, his junior year, started 16 games. Started 16 games, played in 32. Made 54 field goals, 33 three-pointers. Scored 160 points, averaged 5 points a game his junior year.
Well, we're missing some free throws tonight. We need to.
Cook misses his first, makes the second, extends the lead to 2. There's a tap by Pod, but Moline's able to corral it. Almost getting close to a 10-second call. They get it across.
Good
trap. Trapped by
Good
Cook
trap.
and Pod. And Moline's going to call a timeout.
Well, that was a very good trap. They didn't reach. They just kept their hands up, had him pinned.
Well, Moline calls a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
My husband, Hank, never took life too seriously till our son was born. That day, he bought life insurance. There's no way I could send our boy to college without it. If there was one thing I could say to Hank, it'd be thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hank.
Life insurance you can use while you're still living.
You are one lucky lady.
Call me, your State Farm agent, Chris Coyne, in Lincoln and Atlanta for all your life insurance needs.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SupQ Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SupQ and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SEFCU Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at SEFCU.com. Isn't it time you switched?
Here's some winter tips from Sharon's Auto Repair to help you prepare for the changes in the weather that can surprise any of us. Make sure to have your wipers replaced to help keep your windows clean, and use your defroster with fresh air from the outside of the car to help prevent your windows from fogging up. Also be sure to keep your tires properly inflated to help with traction and control on those ice-covered roads. Give Sharon's Auto Repair a call at 735-2222 for your winter checkup maintenance, and we'll keep your vehicle in good running condition and your family safe for these winter months ahead and ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us.
When life gives you lemons, don't just settle for lemonade. Call Grimaldi Law Office. DUI and criminal defense.
Frontier Mutual Insurance Company, conveniently located in Lincoln, Illinois, and proudly protecting Illinois farmers and their property for over 125 years. Visit frontiermutual.com and learn about our friendly farm and home insurance protection, or to locate an agent near you. Whether making arrangements for a loved one or pre-planning your final preparations, rely on Peasley Memorial and Peasley Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Atlanta. Call Don at 732-8141 to receive the sympathy, care, understanding, and experience you need.
This is Mayor Keith Snyder. I'd appreciate your vote on Tuesday, February 26th in the city primary. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Lincoln Christian Church. Thank you.
Welcome back. Royce Anderson Gymnasium, Scott Kirby along with Chris Coyne. 3:11 to go in the first half. It's the Railers 20, Moline 18.
Well, we're getting a little sloppy. We need to tighten things up, especially on offense. We're not executing the offense very well. Defensively, we're still doing well. I mean, that's our strong suit. So they've missed some easy shots in the middle, which has helped us.
Kind of looking over the stats, we've only taken 5 shots from the field and 11 from three-point range, so we got to get to the rim.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
There's a 3 by Biscantine, no good. Rebound to Bowlby, and he's going to be fouled by 44, Stabler.
Well, Bowlby, tell you what, he's active tonight because Horsham had that other side blocked out, and Bowlby just came in and took the ball away from him. So that's what you want. You got to go to the ball and go get it.
Cook gets it across, hands off to Horsham. Back to Cook. He pulls up for a 3. Got it. Just like that. Max Cook, he's got 7.
Puts a lot of pressure on the other teams when you hit threes, I'll tell you. Trap him right there.
And Moline throws it away, trying to get it down to the big guy, Stabler. He couldn't get to it. Out of bounds. Turnover to the Railers.
All right, here's our opportunity now to open this up a little bit before halftime.
Lincoln up by 5. 2:15 to go in the first half. It's senior night. Lincoln with the ball. Horsham backs it out. Guarded by Wood. Hands it to Cook. Cook dribbles right. Hands to Block. He goes left, and he's going to be fouled by Wood. That's his first foul. Team 6th.
See, normally by the fourth quarter, the other team's exhausted because we do this green weave offense that, we're just in such good shape. By the end of the game, usually the other team's second air, and that's when we can start blowing them out.
Let's see, we got a foul in the corner. Not sure what it is. Looks like they might have got 40.
I think Bowlby's trying to set a pick, and here again, they're just blowing right through him like a defensive lineman bull rush.
44, Stabler, that's his second, team 7th. Bowlby will go to the line for 1 and the bonus.
I would imagine a lot of the teams from up north are so used to physical play, and we're just not that physically strong. So we rely on, fundamentals, techniques.
And quickness.
Quickness, cuts, pick and rolls, just fundamental basketball.
Bowlby,
Doesn't matter how tall you are. A lot of times that'll overcome just sheer height.
Bowlby makes both free throws. Lincoln's biggest lead of the night is 7. Moline with the ball with 1:35 to go in the first half. Biscantine, he takes a 3 off the rim, no good. And the foul, they're going to call on Cook. He said he pushed him underneath.
A little bit of a push, not much.
Josh Larson, number 50, a 6'7" senior, checks in for Stabler. That's Cook's first. He's going to have a seat. Or I'm sorry, Horsham's going to have a seat. There's a 3 on the way by Wood off the rim, no good. Block goes up and gets it, but Cook comes out there with it. He's pushing hard to the left.
Good battle
Gets
by
it to
Block.
Pod. Pod throws up a 3, nails it. Woo! Got hit on the arm, no call, but the three-pointer goes down for the senior.
I was kind of surprised he took that shot, really, but
Pod's got 9. Lincoln up by 10.
Now we need to keep playing good defense. Don't give them anything easy. We're looking in the middle now.
Lincoln looked to press. They're wanting to get out on them, because they're shooting threes. Biscantine and Wood.
Yeah.
Looks like they're three-point shooters.
We're closing out on those guys a lot better than we were.
Well, how about a foul there? Got some elbows flying. They get it down low to the big guy, Larson. He lays it up and good.
Yeah, he's using his hips and his elbows there to get Pod off him.
Crowd wanted a foul. They didn't get it. Lincoln has the ball with 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll hold for 1. Block has it on the wing. He'll hold it until somebody comes out to guard him. He backs it out down to 20. get down to about 11 or 12, and they'll take off and run their play. There they go. Cook with it up top with 10. Cook waving Olden through. He cuts through down to 5. He hit down low to Bowlby. Nothing there. Fought for out of bounds. Going to go to Moline with 0.1 seconds to go on the clock.
We had the play. We had the pass. Bowlby had the shot. He just couldn't get it in traffic. So no fouls here. Nothing silly. Only got a tenth of a second left.
Number 30 is going to check in. He must be their long-range shooter.
Well, don't
or they just don't want Wood to pick up
probably that, yeah.
They chuck it down to the other end, and it's going to be off the hands of Weiss, and that's going to end the first half of play. Your halftime score, Lincoln Railers 28, Moline Maroons 20.
Well, I think it was 14-13 at the end of the first. So we scored 14 in both quarters. We only gave up 7 in the second quarter. Did a lot better job getting out on the shooters in the second quarter. But we got to continue to play good defense and rebound. Block and Bowlby have been doing a really good job underneath rebounding for us.
Well, in games past, when we were kind of stagnant like this, we go to halftime, something's said, and we come out third quarter and just kind of take control of the game. So we'll see what happens on senior night coming out of halftime tonight.
Well, the coaches always do a good job making adjustments, whatever we need to be doing at halftime. And generally, knock on wood, third quarter is one of our better quarters because we come out and we make the adjustments necessary to blow it open a little bit.
All right, let's take another commercial break for our halftime entertainment. So stay tuned for second half of action. Your halftime score, it's the Lincoln Railers 28, Moline Maroons 20.
Not only have hairstyles and fashion changed over the past 30 years, but so has life. You may have reached your golden years, and you are retired and just enjoying your grandchildren, or maybe you just started your own family. Either way, your insurance needs have changed. You can't afford to just sleep through the changes. You need to protect your family from life's unknown. At Country Financial, we have the strength to keep everything balanced, so there are no surprises. So when you're looking for some help out there, look for me, Joe Ryan, located downtown on the square. I can help.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SFQ Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SFQ and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SEFCU Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at SEFCU.com. Isn't it time you switched?
Founded in Lincoln in 1944, Lincoln Christian University now enrolls more than 1,000 students in undergraduate, seminary, and graduate studies, gaining the knowledge to live their mission in the church, the workplace, and the world. Learn more at lincolnchristian.edu. Frontier Mutual Insurance Company. conveniently located in Lincoln, Illinois, and proudly protecting Illinois farmers and their property for over 125 years. Visit frontiermutual.com and learn about our friendly farm and home insurance protection, or to locate an agent near you. Whether making arrangements for a loved one or pre-planning your final preparations, rely on Peasley Memorial and Peasley Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Atlanta. Call Don at 732-8141 to receive the sympathy, care, understanding, and experience you need.
This is Mayor Keith Snyder. I'd appreciate your vote on Tuesday, February 26th in the city primary. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Lincoln Christian Church. Thank you.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium on senior night. Scott Kirby along with Chris Coyne, your halftime score, Lincoln 28, Moline 20.
Well, we'll see what adjustments we made at halftime, because the coaches are always really good about that. We kind of opened it up a little bit. Now, we don't want to lose this 8-point lead here right off the bat. The first 2 or 3 minutes is always critical in the third quarter to maintain. So we're playing good defense, They can shoot outside, and when they get it inside, they kick it out. So we just got to move our feet on defense.
Moline ball to start the second half. Here we go. Moline gets it into Wood, guarded by Pod. Owens dribbles left. Trapped there by Cook, and block. And he's going to be called for a foul. He got an elbow to the face.
Yeah,
hope he's all right.
Number 3, Owens, got a little frustrated there and he kind of panicked, didn't know what to do, and the boys did a good job of not reaching.
They didn't get the memo that when the ball goes in the corner, we're coming to trap. And that's what we do. And that was a good trap by Block and Cook. But
we need to stay aggressive on defense on that trap, because they don't handle the ball that well, I don't think, when you pressure them.
Lincoln up by 8 with the ball. Tipped out of bounds off of Moline's going to stay with Lincoln. They'll inbound on the side.
I'd like to see us take the ball to the basket more here in the second half. We know we can shoot the 3.
Pod drives, kicks it out to Bowlby. Friday nights and Saturday nights will be quiet from now on. Last game of the season. Bowlby drives, kicks over to Horsham, who kicks it out to Cook. Lincoln being very patient coming out in the second half. Pod fires up a 3, got it.
Oh, my.
Pod with an NBA 3, rattles in and good for 12 points for Pod.
Good to see him having a good game last senior night home game.
Lincoln will end the regular season next Friday at Springfield Landfair. Still keeping pace with Southeast for the lead in the conference.
Well, that's going to be a big one.
There's a ugly-looking 3. I guess it was a pass to Weiss underneath. Owens' little alley-oop to Weiss, who lays it up and in, and going to be fouled by
Horsham. It's a big task to ask Horsham to be able to slide down and defend them. They're so big, and then when you bring Joey in at the point for him, and then Pod has to slide over, and he's shorter than Horsham. So that's a tough assignment for those guys to be able to do that. They're starting to throw it up high and alley-oop us, and Horsham got underneath him, fouled him.
Weiss makes his free throw. Lincoln back up by 8.
Looked like he had a back door from Pod there. Didn't throw it to him.
Kick it up top to Bowlby. Bowlby thinks about a three. Horsham's going to fire up a three off the rim. No good. Rebound, Vice. Horsham just a little too strong. Hit the back of the iron. Popped up. Biscontine with it. Gets it over to Owens. They swing it around right to left. Biscontine with it on the wing. Stabler pops out. In the corner to Wood.
They're being a little bit more patient now, too, trying to get a better shot.
And I think you can maybe sag off Owens a little bit because he doesn't look like he has any interest at all in shooting.
No.
He's just out there to kind of control the offense. But Wood, he'll fire one up, but he doesn't. He kicks it out to Biscontine, who launches one. No good. Good position by Block. Just couldn't handle it. And Vice gets it. Goes back up strong. Count it. Going to be fouled, and he's going back to the line for the and one.
Well, we need to start rebounding better because here last couple times down, they've gotten the boards on us. They're so much bigger than we are. You got to get a body on them. You got to get your hands up and your elbows out and be wide.
Be sure to catch our weekly sports talk show hosted by Scott Kirby, providing interviews, scores, and opinions regarding local, collegiate, and professional sports. Last week's episode, we had the senior Will Pobelsic on there, which is airing now. Pod came in studio at Grouse Chevrolet, did a great job. Right on cue, fires up a three, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Vice. Now we're kind of settling on the three again, only up by 5.
Right, well, we need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And we got to start rebounding, or they're going to tie this game up here before the end of the quarter if we don't watch it.
Going to be a foul on Bowlby with a push. It's going to be his third. That's going to bring Cruz up off the bench to check in for Bowlby.
We're going to need him. Bowlby's usually fourth quarter man for us. He's hit some big shots already tonight.
Our next broadcast will be regional time. There's a shot no good, rebound Cook. February 26th at Bloomington High School. First will be the second round of regionals. We'll play the winner of Bloomington Central Catholic and Decatur Eisenhower. They wanted Block with the travel, no call. Decent crowd tonight here at Roy S. Anderson. Not as many as last night. It is fan appreciation night. They'll have some barbecue chips and beverages after the game. There's a turnover. Lincoln only up by 5, coming out kind of started off good. Pod hit a big three, but now just not taking care of the ball.
No, we're not. We got to execute the offense and take better shots.
There's a three in the corner by Wood, off the rim, no good. And Moline, they went in overtime last night against the Tough Rock Island team and ended up losing by 8 or 9. So this could be the point in the ball game where they're going to get there's a trip on Pod, no call.
Well, I'm not sure how there wasn't a call on that.
Yeah, Coach Al didn't like it. Nobody in this gym did either, and I can understand why. Pod was just mugged, and that's an easy layup by Wood to bring Moline within 3 points.
Well, if we can't score and they go down and score, we probably might want to call a timeout because we're getting a little disorganized. We're not executing the offense like we were in the first half. Got to be careful with our passes.
That little pass right there by Cruz was kind of close. There goes Block. He pulls up for a jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Vice.
Didn't have any rebounders.
Lincoln up by 3. Just a little bit over 3 minutes to go in this third period. They swing it across to Owens. To Biscontine up top, guarded by Pod. Over to Owens. They're going to try to get Lincoln to come out and guard him. They're working their big guys. Looks like they're trying to get Vice a little more involved.
Yeah, Pod's getting tired out on front. I think they're going to bring in Joey for that.
And they're going to get Cook with a foul on the three-pointer, so they'll go to the line to shoot 3, and they could tie this ball game up, and Coach Al is not happy.
He might want to call a timeout here. Get reorganized.
He's not happy because that was a horrible call as he stares down the official that made it, which he has every right to.
Didn't look like Cook barely touched him.
He did. Well, and he was kind of baited into it. Wood thought about a 3, didn't take it, and then saw, Cook kind of off balance and then fired one up and got the call, and it was horrible.
He's going to keep Pod and Joey out there both, who are both very quick.
And just like that, Chris, it's a tie ball game.
Well, we don't want to get this too far out of hand here before we call a timeout if we need to.
All tied up at 31, 2:30 to go in the third. Cook backdoor to Olden. He loses it. Bizcantine grabs it.
You know what? Joey's got to shoot that. He's open in the lane. You got to shoot that.
Well, he was trying to pass it before he had it. He had a guy in the corner. He just couldn't control it. Moline with the ball, all tied up. And there you go. He gets it back for us. Olden steps in front of the pass, grabs it, and he looks to push. He gets it across. Hands off to Block up top. Cruz in the corner. Ooh, all the way up top to Block.
Good thing he's 6'5".
Yeah. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Moline. That's number 20. That's Wood, and I believe that's his second.
We've passed up several shots in the paint. We're afraid we're going to get it blocked, I guess. They are so big, 34. Vice is 6'6", junior. But, when you get the ball 5 feet away from the basket, you need to shoot the ball.
Go up with it.
Yeah, heck yeah. You're going to make most of those.
Second team foul on Moline. Lincoln with 4. There's a drive underneath with the Block. He gets it, lays it up and good.
It's a set play. Block coming around the pick on the baseline. Joey delivered when we needed him to.
Lincoln takes it away. That's Pod strips away. He goes up for a layup and good.
Nice. There we go. Now defense, start your offense.
Will Podbelsic, he's got 14, the senior, leading scorer. Moline gets it all the way down to Vice. He goes up, and they're going to be a foul on the floor.
Well, they do a good job of keeping their head up and looking down the floor.
They do. And, they're getting Vice some looks. And he's got 11 points. Foul is on Pod, his second, team 5th. 1:23 to go in the third. They get it down low to Vice, up and good.
That should never, ever happen. You got to be strong underneath.
And they're going to get a foul on Owens. He took a shot, and he hit hard, and he's going to be called for the foul. Because a little more acting than anything.
Tell you what, this could come down to a free throw game here that could win it. We've missed some free throws. We've been a good free throw shooting team. We got it up over 70%.
There's a 3 in the corner by Cook off the rim, no good. Up over the backboard, out of bounds, going to Lincoln. Or going to Moline, I'm sorry.
Well, a little bit of a quick shot by Max.
Lincoln up by 2, just a little bit over a minute to go in this third period. Moline with the ball.
Yes.
Stolen by Cruz.
Good job by Austin Cruz. Very nice anticipation. We needed that.
Cruz read the pass, stepped in front of it. Lincoln gets it up by 2. 45 seconds to go in the third to see if they hold for 1.
We just need these guys. Everybody needs to make plays. Doesn't have to be scoring a basket either.
Clock winding down. Block has it up top, just holding it, waiting for somebody to come out and guard him. They will try to hold for the last shot of the third.
Now we need to be cautious, no risk taking, take care of the ball here and get a good shot. Preferably going to the basket. I'd like to see Cook give him the ball, let him wheel and deal, him or Block.
Down to 10, there they go. Pod up to Block, down to 9. Olden has it, gets it to Cook, back to Olden, up top to Pod. Pod fires a 3 up, down to low to Cook. He's going to be fouled underneath. It was a set play, a little alley-oop to Cook, who sneaks in behind the defense. It was a long, thought it was going to be a 3, but it was ugly looking, but it was a pass.
Yeah, it didn't look like a shot. I think a lot of times they try to hide that or make that look like more of a shot. Pod kind of threw a line drive, but it was a good job by Cook to get his hands on it and get fouled.
Cook makes his first free throw, 2.1 seconds left on the clock. Cook makes his first free throw. He'll get another one. Lincoln up by 3.
Well, Pod Belson's got 14. We need
second one up and good.
We need Cook to be more selfish on offense in the fourth quarter.
And Moline gets it down in a hurry.
Oh, my.
And block is going to be called for a foul right at the buzzer. It's only his second, but it's a team sixth.
Well, you don't want to foul at the last second shot. He definitely hit his arm.
So Stabler is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Lincoln up by 4. The time has expired for the third. First free throw up and no good. And Moline, they got it down there quick. There was only 2.1 seconds left on the clock, and they got it down, and he had a decent look from about the elbow.
Yeah. Well, we need to be smarter on
they're saying he was shooting a 3.
Yeah, that's probably the second or third time that we've fouled the three-point shooters tonight. The boys got to be smart. You don't want to do that, especially at the end of the quarter.
Right. So he makes 2 of 3 at the end of 3 periods. It's Lincoln 37, Moline 35. We'll take a commercial break and be right back. This is Lincoln Rather Basketball on CI TV5.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SupQ Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SupQ and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SefQ Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at sefq.com. Isn't it time you switched?
My husband, Hank, never took life too seriously till our son was born. That day, he bought life insurance. There's no way I could send our boy to college without it. If there was one thing I could say to Hank, it'd be thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hank.
Life insurance you can use while you're still living.
You are one lucky lady.
Call me, your State Farm agent, Chris Coyne, in Lincoln and Atlanta for all your life insurance needs.
Founded in Lincoln in 1944, Lincoln Christian University now enrolls more than 1,000 students in undergraduate, seminary, and graduate studies, gaining the knowledge to live their mission in the church, the workplace, and the world. Learn more at lincolnchristian.edu. Whether making arrangements for a loved one or pre-planning your final preparations, rely on Peasley Memorial and Peasley Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Atlanta. Call Don at 732-8141 to receive the sympathy, care, understanding, and experience you need.
Welcome back to tonight's action. Going into the fourth period, it's Lincoln 37, Moline 35.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're lucky to still be ahead in this game. We're making some mental mistakes in turning the ball over there in the third quarter. So it was 28-20. They scored 15 points, and we scored 9 in the third quarter. So got to clamp down on defense. That is not, 35 points. It's about what we give up almost in the whole entire game.
Lincoln ball to start the fourth period. Moline hits it out of bounds. Going to stay with Lincoln on the sideline. Pod to inbound. He gets it into Olden up top. He gets it to Cook, who's guarded by Owens. They're trying to trap Cook up top. Cook gets rid of it.
Yep, they need to communicate to each other and let them know.
Pod to Cook. Cruz, Bowlby is back in the game. He's going to take a three, in and out, no good. Rebound, Cook gets hit in the face, no call.
Well, he had it too. I thought he was going to get that rebound. Good try.
Moline comes out with it. Lincoln up by 2. Biscantine guarded by Pod, over to Owens. Back to Biscantine.
Well, it's time to play some serious get-after-it defense here in the fourth quarter if we're going to win this game.
Playing a little catch up top, trying to keep it within, range. You don't want Lincoln to go on a run here. So they're going to eat some time away. Moline, Lincoln will let them. Lincoln up by 2. Moline knows that if we start hitting our shots, we could pull away quick. So they're wanting to keep it down.
Don't reach now. Yep. Good trap.
Biscantine, he's going to fire a 3. Got it.
Tell you what, they got some really good outside shooters.
Moline up by 1, 6:30 to go in this ball game. Cook walks it up. He drives up off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Vice of Moline.
That was a good move. I'm surprised he didn't make that.
They get it across. That's Owens with it. Get it down the corner.
Yeah, see that, when we pressure them, they've turned the ball over. How many turnovers we got tonight?
We have 4, they have 10.
Yeah, so we're doing a good job on our traps, keeping our hands straight up, not reaching. So they get frantic and lose their poise. So we need to really step up the pressure, look for us to maybe press them to get some more steals to open this up a little bit.
Down to 6 minutes in the ball game. Lincoln down by 1. Cook with it up top. Gives it to Pod. Pod dribbles. He pulls up for a jumper. He's going to be fouled, and he can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line for 2.
It's a good aggressive move on Pod's part. He elevates so high on his shot. He can jump over a lot of the smaller defenders. Moline's pretty tall, though. I mean, their smallest guy is only about 6 foot.
Pod's first free throw rattles out.
Well,
and he is shooting. I don't have free throws on here.
For the game, free throw, we've missed.
We're 7 of 10. Now we're 7 of 11 and 8 of 12. So we've only missed 4 free throws, but.
Wow, what a mental mistake on their part. Gave the guy the ball, and then he went back out of bounds, and it was already in play. So hey, let's take advantage of that now.
Absolutely.
That was a gift.
I missed it. I was looking at stats, and I just heard the crowd erupt. All tied up. 5:45 to go in the ball game. Pod's going to fire up a 3, too short off the rim. Block pushes it out of there.
Good job by Block, keeping it alive. 3 seconds.
And 3 seconds called on Block.
Well, you got to keep moving. They haven't called that all night.
I don't think we've had one of those called all year.
It's been a while.
All tied up, 5:30 to go in the game. Moline with the ball.
Well, you hate to give it right back to them after we got that gift.
Biscantine with it. Pod's on him. Now they get to Owens.
Pod was riding him.
Wow. Ticky-tack call there, but they get Pod with the foul. His second.
See where they're shooting now already.
Owens has no points. And if you can fluster him, he's going to turn the ball over.
Right. Yeah, I don't think their guys out top handle the ball that well.
And he doesn't shoot free throws all that well either, but we got to get it, and then he gets a little layup.
Boy, no.
Man.
Ball should never hit the floor on a free throw. You got to go get it.
Cook fires up a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound, Biscantine of Moline. So Lincoln down by 2, still a lot of time left. And Owens going to be called for a travel. That's his 8th turnover. He's got 8 of the 13.
Yeah, he didn't handle the ball very well. Now, we need to take advantage of it now. We're 2 down.
Cook thinks about firing up a 3, doesn't?
Yeah, I'd like to see him run the offense a little bit. Get something in the flow of the offense.
Pod drives, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Block. Swings it over to Horsham. Back to Block. Hands off to Pod. He gets it to Horsham. Horsham's going to fire 3 up top. In and out, no good. Rebound Moline. Had a good look, just didn't get the fall.
Tell you what, he is due to make one for us, too. I don't think he's made any tonight. He's about 0 for 5.
Yeah, Horsham, he is pointless.
No, we need a
scoreless,
timeout.
I should say. There's a Vice. He gets underneath deep and lays it up and good. And just like that, Moline up by 4.
Well, we need to get organized here and run the offense and start executing better.
Cook has it up top.
They're going to come trap the ball now.
Bowlby in the corner for 3. Got it.
Tell you what, if it wasn't for him tonight, we'd be down by 10.
Ed Bowlby makes a 3 to pull us within 1. Coach Al wants timeout. We'll take one as well. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Lincoln Rather basketball. Welcome back after the Lincoln timeout. Boy, Edward Bowlby just hit a 3-pointer to bring us within 1 point with 3:54 to go in this ball game.
Well, here we are now. We're going to press. We're going to put some pressure on them, try to get some steals. We're still down 1. Got 3-4 minutes to go. Got to take care of the basketball when we have it on offense.
Moline gets it across, up by 1.
Got to move your feet. Keep your hands up.
Byzantine to Owens. Owens guarded by Pod. Pod's got point duty on the press, on the ball press.
And Block's got to keep Stabler.
Byzantine fires up a 3 off the rim, no good. Vice had good position. He gets the rebound, puts it right back up.
Well, that's a tough job for Bowlby to try to stick with him because he's 6'6", Bowlby's 6'3". They're both very strong.
Block fires up a 3 and got it. Gavin Block, the sophomore, hits a 3 to tie it up at 44 with just under 3 minutes to go in the game.
Well, that was huge. Block's only got 6 points tonight, so that took a lot of courage for him to take that shot. He's got confidence.
Moline with the ball, all tied up at 44. Byzantine to Owens up top. Back to Byzantine. Just like saying that name, Byzantine. Over to Wood. They swing it right to left.
Got to slide down now on the opposite side. Don't let 44 get underneath you from behind there.
And they're trying to get our front guys to come out so they can get somewhere for Vice because they're looking to run everything through him.
Cook's got to slide down when the ball's on the right. There we go.
Stabler throws one up and good. Working that baseline.
Yep. Well, they're patient. They are patient on offense.
Moline back up by 2. 1:45 to go in the ball game. And tipped out of bounds off of Wood. Going to stay with Lincoln.
I'd like to see him get it into Bowlby and have him kick it out to Cook. Get that open shot, top of the key. That seems to be Cook's best shot. He likes that from the top of the key.
There he is. There's Horsham on the wing with it.
There we go. Get it into Bowlby and kick it out.
Gets it back to Cook up top. Over to Pod on the wing. Back to Cook. To Pod in the corner for Block for a 3. Off the rim, no good. They're going to get Bowlby with a push.
Well, we're down, so we need to. You want to get a good shot, but you got to take a shot.
Yeah.
Because we're down. If we were tied, it'd be a different game, but.
Stabler's going to go to the line for 1 in the bonus. Rolls out, no good. And Block comes out of there with it. Lincoln down by 2. 1:15 to go in the game. Cook gets it across. He's up top. He gets it to Pot on the wing. Back to Cook up top. Guarded by Owens.
Going to run a play here.
Block. Got blocked down underneath. He got a little too deep. Head fake up. Good. Foul. Going to the line.
Good take on Block's part.
That's a second foul on Vice.
Looked like Bowlby might have stepped on his ankle.
6-team foul, so both teams will be in bonus from here on out. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go. Lincoln down by 2. Block to the line for 2.
Well, Joey's coming in for a little bit more defense. See who he comes in for.
He'll probably come in for Horsham. That's kind of been the rotation.
Yeah.
Free throw rattles in and good.
Yep, you're right, Scott. He needs a little bit more arch on that shot. He was lucky he had a good shooter's roll on that over the front of the rim.
Joey Olden checks in for Horsham. Gavin's second free throw. Here a pin drop.
Tell you what, good. Block's been pretty clutch here this fourth quarter, taking some big shots, making those free throws for us when we needed it.
All tied up at 46. 1 minute to go in this ball game. Let's see how Moline wants to take care of this possession.
All right, we don't want to reach. We want to move our feet.
Lincoln looks to extend the press a little bit, pressure the ball. You got to watch that baseline.
Tell you what, you're going to have to crash the boards, and somebody's got to get a body on 34 Vice because he's big and he'll get it and put it right back in. We don't want that to happen.
Watch Stabler roaming that baseline as well. Almost stolen away by Bowlby. He does, but it's out of bounds. He's going to stay with Moline. 28 seconds to go in the ball game.
Good job by Bowlby anticipating that. Boy, that would have been a heck of a steal and layup if he could have got it.
Moline calls a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's a full timeout, so stay tuned. 28 seconds to go in this ball game. All tied up at 46. This is Lincoln Rather basketball on CI TV 5.
Not only have hairstyles and fashion changed over the past 30 years, but so has life. You may have reached your golden years, and you are retired and just enjoying your grandchildren, or maybe you just started your own family. Either way, your insurance needs have changed. You can't afford to just sleep through the changes. You need to protect your family from life's unknown. At Country Financial, we have the strength to keep everything balanced, so there are no surprises. So when you're looking for some help out there, look for me, Joe Ryan, located downtown on the square. I can help.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SUFQ Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SUFQ and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SEFCU Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at SEFCU.com. Isn't it time you switched?
Founded in Lincoln in 1944, Lincoln Christian University now enrolls more than 1,000 students in undergraduate, seminary, and graduate studies, gaining the knowledge to live their mission in the church, the workplace, and the world. Learn more at lincolnchristian.edu. Fricke Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Mount Pulaski have been proudly serving the surrounding communities for over 90 years. Contact Fricke Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes to assist you in your time of need for both large gatherings or small intimate settings to visit, remember, and relax.
Welcome back. Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Chris Coyne. 28 seconds to go in this ball game, all tied up at 46. It's going to be Moline's ball on the sideline.
Well, I'm sure they talked about when the ball goes up, you got to find somebody in purple and block them out and get position for the rebound. Hopefully they'll go over the back and we get the ball back.
Owens gets it into Wood. Joey Olden giving them some pressure. They will turn the ball over if you press them.
Yes, they will. There we go, right there, right across the half court, which is what we want.
17 seconds to go. There's another timeout called by Moline. We'll take another one too. Don't go away. Coming down to the wire. 17 seconds to go. All tied up at 46. All right, here we go. Coming down to the wire. 17 seconds to go in the ball game. Tied up 46, Moline ball.
Well, now's the time to play your best defense of the night. 15 seconds.
Biscantine to Wood. Wood comes across, guarded by Olden, down to 10. And another timeout. They can't decide what they want to do.
Yeah, he's looking to see how we're going to defend it. We play the same defense every game all year long.
All right, well, this one's a full timeout, so let's take another break. We'll be right back. All right, back from another timeout. 10 seconds to go in this ball game. Tied up, 46-46. Moline with the ball, and here we go. Biscantine up top, guarded by Olden, down to 8, 7, 6, 5.
Stay on 10. Stay on 10. He's going to be looking to shoot.
They're going to fire up a 3 at the buzzer. No good. We're going overtime, and all those 3 timeouts that they called, and that's what they drew up.
Yeah. That was they didn't even look inside.
No,
I was surprised. I thought for sure they'd try to, bash it inside on us and get a foul.
Yeah, or try to get the rebound and put it back up, but they held it up top for, 3 or 4 seconds before they decide to even cross the timeline. But we're going overtime on this senior night, early start. So we're going to play another 4 minutes here, all tied up 46-46. Going to jump it up, I guess, half court. And, we'll see. They went in overtime last night too, Chris, with Rock Island. So, you think they'd, after making the long trip down here, maybe getting a little tired. But I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
I think the most points, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the most points we've given up this year is 52. And, so our defense has had some lapses here throughout this game, giving up easy baskets for them, especially underneath.
Blocking Stabler to jump it up that center court. The ball's in the air, and it's going to be controlled by Lincoln. And the last time, if I remember correctly, we had overtime. We just held the ball for about 3.5 minutes, and Block has it down on the block. Nothing there. Pod kicks it out.
Good decision by Block not to try to force something.
Horsham back in the ball game. Look for him to hit a big shot. There's Bowlby for a 3. Off the rim, no good. Look good. Stabler's going to have it, and Pod is going to be called. You don't want that kind of foul.
No, not 95 feet from the basket. And, now they're in shooting, and so.
And that's his 3rd foul.
It's going to come down to free throws, I think, before this is over with. And they've missed a few, luckily.
Let them have the rebound.
Exactly.
Now you're giving them a chance to take the lead with the clock not running. That's just, his aggressive nature is go get the ball, but, you got to play smart too. Stabler's free throw, no good. Well, maybe it was a good foul. Maybe Pod knows something we don't.
Yeah, well, Bowlby had good position, so now we need to make these. Now, that was a gift right there to give us the ball right back. They got 7 fouls, so we're shooting.
Now, Owens, you don't want to make that silly foul like that. Let him have the rebound. Now, Bowlby's going to the line to shoot. Bowlby's free throw rolls out. No good. Still tied up.
I was just going to say, Bowlby's our best free throw shooter.
All tied up. 3:25 to go in this overtime.
Trap him.
They do, but he gets it over to Wood on the wing. Back to Owens up top, over to Biscantine.
I don't know if they're trying to lull us or what, but they're not even looking inside.
Owens to Wood.
Weiss has got 17 points. Number 34, the big guy. Why wouldn't you look for him a little bit?
Well, just let him pass up top a little bit because they'll turn it over eventually. Wood to Stabler, over to Owens. And there we go. Just like that, right on cue. Owens, he turns it over, and that's his 9th turnover of the 14.
Yeah, he's our best player. He's our best player tonight. 9 turnovers, wow.
Lincoln with the ball, 2:40 to go in the overtime. All tied up, 46. There goes Cook. He pulls up to Bowlby, to Pod. Pod to Horsham. Horsham quiet tonight. He's not on the scoreboard. Pod to Block. Block dribbles right. Goes to the basket. Up and no good. Rebound Vice.
Well, good move. Good take. Joey was going to come in, and then he sat him back down, probably thinking maybe Tyler Horsham's due to make a three for us. Didn't have a chance that time.
Owens with it up top, guarded by Pod. Oh, throws it cross course to Biscantine. To Wood, back to Owens. Keep it in Owens' hands. Get up on him. To Biscantine.
He don't take him out either, you know.
He's played the whole game.
Yeah, if we had a kid with 9 turnovers, well, we would never have a kid with 9 turnovers because he wouldn't be on the floor.
Biscantine over to Owens. To Biscantine over to Wood. Trying to eat some of this overtime clock away is Moline. All tied up, 46. Let him shoot that. All the way across to Wood. He fires up a three, no good. Block with good position on Vice for the rebound.
Vice thought about it, and he wasn't going to go over the back, so that was probably a smart move on his part.
So what do you do here, Chris? Wind it down?
Well, yeah, we have so many plays that I'd like to see him run a specific play rather than the green weave myself, because we got a lot of plays and there's probably a lot we haven't even shown them tonight. So maybe come out with something new, you know, you never know.
What do you go to the basket quick, or do you kind of, eat some time off the clock, or, what do you, I mean.
I'm just not a fan of that stall. I don't like stalling. I'd rather go to the basket, try to get a foul, go to the free throw line, put the pressure on them to make a basket, then the next time down. I just don't like to stall. I'm not a big supporter of that.
Well, check out our new weekly Central Illinois Outdoorsman series airing on CITV5 at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily. For a complete schedule of programs currently airing on Channel 5, as well as videos of every program produced, it can be found on CITV5.com anytime.
Well, we just need to be smart with the ball, get a good shot. Take your time, get a good shot. If you got a shot, take it. Preferably going to the basket, though.
Lincoln ball, 1 minute, 16 seconds to go in this ball game. Still tied up at 46. Horsham with it on the wing, gives it to Block. Looks like they're going to run a little bit of offense.
Yep.
Bowlby to Horsham. Horsham up top. Cook sets a pick for Bowlby, and maybe they will hold.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to hold it.
Well, if you're going to hold it, you got to hold it all the way down. You don't want to give them the opportunity to, have a possession where we don't have enough time to get another one. And Bowlby just throws it away to Stabler. So Moline's ball with 40 seconds to go. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Lincoln really not on top of their game tonight. Just kind of flat, and after the big win last night, I guess it could be a, what do they call this? One of those games you overlook. Oh, tapped away by Cook. 10 seconds to go. Lincoln with the ball. Cook drives. Kicks over to Horsham. Horsham fires a three to win it. And he does! Yes. Tyler Horsham with the three. With 3 seconds to go, Horsham with his first points on the evening to give Lincoln a 3-point lead.
I'll tell you what, I bet you the coach is glad he left him on the floor, because he was about 0 for 5 all night on threes. He was due. Put a little extra arch on that one, and it just hit nothing but net. That is clutch. Now, we don't want to do anything silly like foul. Yeah, like we have 3 times already tonight on a shot. So, that was huge shot by Horsham to hopefully bail us out. Now, we got some work left to do. You got to move your feet. You got to keep your hands straight up and do not reach, whatever you do.
Right now, 2.9 seconds on the clock. Now they're giving another second. We got 3.9 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time to get the ball down and set something up. And we ran into this situation in the JV game too.
Is that right?
Almost the same exact scenario.
Well, 3-4 seconds is enough to get the ball, take probably 2 dribbles and shoot. So here again, we got to play good defense.
Well, it could be the Peyton E. Blair and Tyler Horsham evening. Peyton E. Blair hit the three-pointer to take the lead for the JV game. And now Tyler follows up in the varsity game with that big three. His first three of the night, 3 points, and it couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of confidence in his shot to take that at the end of the game when you go 0 for 5, 0 for 6 throughout the game. Now they bring in Joey for Horsham for a little bit better defense. So
Moline's got to go full court. 3.9 seconds to go. Lincoln up by 3. Coach Al wants a timeout. Let's take one as well. Catch our breath here after that big 3 by Horsham. We'll be right back.
My husband, Hank, never took life too seriously till our son was born. That day, he bought life insurance. There's no way I could send our boy to college without it. If there was one thing I could say to Hank, it'd be thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hank.
Life insurance you can use while you're still living.
You are one lucky lady.
Mm-hmm.
Call me, your State Farm agent, Chris Coyne, in Lincoln and Atlanta for all your life insurance needs.
There are lots of credit cards out there. Lots and lots. The SUFQ Visa credit card stands out. No annual fees, great rates, incredible rewards options, and local service. Switch to SUFQ and get the Visa credit card you'll treasure.
Apply for your SEFCU Visa Rewards credit card today. Just stop in, call, or apply online at SEFCU.com. Isn't it time you switched?
Here's some winter tips from Sharon's Auto Repair to help you prepare for the changes in the weather that can surprise any of us. Make sure to have your wipers replaced to help keep your windows clean, and use your defroster with fresh air from the outside of the car to help prevent your windows from fogging up. Also be sure to keep your tires properly inflated to help with traction and control on those ice-covered roads. Give Sharon's Auto Repair a call at 735-2222 for your winter checkup maintenance, and we'll keep your vehicle in good running condition and your family safe for these winter months ahead and ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us.
When life gives you lemons, don't just settle for lemonade. Call Grimaldi Law Office. DUI and criminal defense.
Frontier Mutual Insurance Company, conveniently located in Lincoln, Illinois, and proudly protecting Illinois farmers and their property for over 125 years. Visit frontiermutual.com and learn about our friendly farm and home insurance protection, or to locate an agent near you. Whether making arrangements for a loved one or pre-planning your final preparations, rely on Peasley Memorial and Peasley Funeral Homes in Lincoln and Atlanta. Call Don at 732-8141 to receive the sympathy, care, understanding, and experience you need.
This is Mayor Keith Snyder. I'd appreciate your vote on Tuesday, February 26th in the city primary. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Lincoln Christian Church. Thank you.
All right, welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby along with Chris Coyne. 3.9 seconds to go in this overtime. It's Lincoln 49, Moline 46.
Well, it's been a game of spurts. We went up by, I think, 8 at the end of, at halftime rather, at the end of the second quarter, and then they came back and outscored us 15-9, I believe, in the third quarter. Moline took the lead here in the fourth quarter a few times. But like you said, just not very sharp tonight for Lincoln. Made some mental mistakes, turned the ball over at critical times. So,
Moline ball. They have to go full court. on Lincoln's baseline. Stabler to throw it in. He throws it into Owens at half court, and they call a timeout with 3 seconds to go. Moline calls a timeout at half court. It's going to be a 30 full timeout. We'll take one as well, so stay tuned. 3 seconds to go in this ball game. It's Lincoln 49, Moline 46. Welcome back here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. 3 seconds to go in the overtime. Lincoln up by 3. Moline with the ball at half court on the sideline right in front of the scores table.
Well, they're going to have to shoot a 3 to tie the game, so we know that, and we can't foul the shooter.
Stabler gets it into Owens. Let him shoot it. He fires one up. Oh, off the backboard, in the rim and out. No good. Oh, wow.
That was lucky. That was lucky because it was halfway down.
The students swarm the court. Oh, wow. Comes down to that, Chris. In and out, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that they took a half-court shot when you got 3 seconds left. You know, you'd think they would have tried to get something a little bit better than that. But heck, he almost made it.
And the guy shooting the ball, I don't think he took a shot all night.
No.
He about drains that.
Well, he had 2 points and 9 turnovers. Drew Owens, 6-foot senior, number 3 from Moline. You know, this game was, we're very fortunate, really, to win this game because we really didn't play that well tonight. We weren't very sharp. Coach is not going to be happy with the defense. We gave up 46 points, which, you know, we're averaging about 38 or so. The third quarter normally is our adjustment quarter. We come out of the locker room and we pull away, and that's when we got outscored 15-9. So, you know, it's a win, thankfully. We're 25-4. Going into our final conference game be next Friday night, I believe, at Springfield Landfair, which is a tough place to win. If we win that game, we win the conference. So we got a week to practice. We got a lot to work on. Free throw shooting wasn't as sharp again tonight. You know, Will Pot-Belsick, I was real happy to see him have a good game. I think he had 15. Is that right?
Yeah, he had 15. He led all scores with 15. Bowlby with 14.
Yeah, Bowlby had a good game. Bowlby started out hot, had 3 threes there in the first half, and then didn't hear much from him until later on in the fourth quarter. Tyler Horsham was cold as ice all night, and he hits a shot when we need it the most at the end of the game. So that took a lot of courage for him to do that, and that shows me that he has a lot of confidence in his shot. You know, shooters keep shooting. Obviously, the coaches tell him, look, if you're open, shoot the ball.
Right. Well, this is going to do it for our broadcasting at Roy S. Anderson for this year. The last home game, regionals, will be starting up February 26th. Lincoln will be in Bloomington High School for that. And if we move on from regionals, we go to Mount Zion, and from there to Springfield, and then to Peoria. So don't want to count the eggs before they're hatched, but just wanted to let everybody know what the future entails. And it is senior night. Going to miss Will Pot-Belsick, his last game playing here at Roy S. Anderson. A lot of the cheerleaders and pom-pom girls and band members as well. So good luck to them on what they do in the future. And
well, you know, excellent, outstanding season. You know, we've talked about all year that, you know, I think the boys have been overachievers. I don't think anybody think we'd be 25-4 at this time. I thought we would have a good team. I thought that we would contend for the Central State 8. But, you know, we've won some games that we probably didn't, you know, people thought we'd probably win. So that's the mark of a good team. And, you know, we're playing well. It's a good thing we have a week to practice because today's game was kind of lackluster, a little sloppy, and we didn't take care of the ball, made some mental mistakes, fouled three-point shooters. You know, just little things that can cost you at the end of the night. So they got all week to practice, and that's a good thing.
Well, a win's a win. Ugly wins better than a ugly loss, I guess. But Lincoln 49, Moline 46. That's going to do it for us. Our next broadcast will be February 26th, where it's the Lincoln Railers taking on the winner of Bloomington Central Catholic or Decatur Eisenhower, whoever wins that matchup on the 25th. And we'll be broadcasting from Bloomington High School. Don't know if it'll be live It will be live. Okay, we get a nod. It will be live. So the big boss man, the cameraman, and the high-tech guy, he's going to have it all wired up and ready to go. So tune in February 26th, where the Lincoln Railers will be pursuing that trip to Peoria. So thanks for listening. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Until February 26th, thanks for tuning in.